Jurgen, you've made a big announcement, the Jetta, right
Yes,
here.
yes. Very proud of that car.
Exactly. That's a sedan, obviously.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of success actually with the Atlas, which is an SUV.
Yes.
Give us a sense of that balance between sedans and SUVs in the US market and for VW in particular.
Well, US car buyers actually have fallen in love with SUVs, obviously. There's a big shift in the past years into the SUV market, but people keep forgetting that sort of basically still there's a huge market for sedans in this country. And Jetta has been always the #1 best-selling car in our range. We have a very strong and loyal owner body for that car here in the country, younger generation that actually have a lot of positive emotions linked to Jetta. And this next generation Jetta is just a more, say, family-oriented car, slightly bigger. It has much more modern technology, so we wanted to give a big shot at that segment, which we believe and is important for our growth plan here in the United States. And again, balance. Now we have 2 strong SUVs now launched, and this one actually is the next big sort of movement into the sedans. We should not forget sedans just because everybody's launching SUVs.
You mentioned a growth plan for the United States. Volkswagen has had some difficulties in recent years in the United States. You
Absolutely.
are coming back. How much of that in 2017 was driven by the Atlas SUV?
We believe that actually was a key cornerstone model for us. Atlas is probably the most American car we've ever invented, built, designed, created, and built here in the United States for the buyer. And month by month, we see a tremendous growth and attraction of that car actually coming into our showroom. So we're very proud with the achievements we've achieved so far with Atlas. We have a strong plan for 2018 because the car really fits well to the streets of America. It's a car that actually just is perfectly blending with the American culture, but actually it has all of the ingredients that people love about Volkswagen. Love to detail, high technology in the car, sort of beautiful execution, and the reaction of the customers is extremely positive. So Atlas, I think, is a milestone for our future plan, but there's more to come. Atlas is just the first shot.
You're responsible for marketing and sales.
Yes.
And marketing, at least in my view, is essentially an emotional connection between the consumer and the brand.
Absolutely.
Are you reestablishing that emotional connection, and what are the vehicles that are going to help drive that connection for Volkswagen in the United States?
It's basically several facets and elements which we need to consider. Obviously, 2 years ago with the diesel crisis, we've given a shock to our loyal customer buddy. And the interesting fact is that now, 2 years after, actually, especially our Volkswagen owners are coming really back. They're extremely loyal. They love Volkswagen. They love our brand. And for the first time now, based on that good success of bringing back the owners that we had, we see new customers that never had actually Volkswagen in mind coming to our showrooms based on cars like Atlas and based on cars like Tiguan. And our mission is really to create a stable base for future growth for the brand in this country. We've launched a warranty, 6-year warranty for the Volkswagen brand, just to make sure that people never need to worry about Volkswagen and its quality for the years to come. That's the underlying, basically, platform of growth. And now the models should do the trick. They should look sexy. They should make you proud as an owner. And I think they're always actually linked to what Volkswagen is best at: great quality and great technology.
A great deal of talk at Detroit here is about autonomous vehicles and electric vehicles.
Yes.
Give us a sense of VW's plans with electric vehicles and with autonomous vehicles, and what could give you an advantage versus some of the other cars that we see around?
Well, basically our plan to turn around the company overall, because 2 years it was not only about actually reinventing new cars, bringing cars like Jetta actually on the stream, but actually changing the company per se. So we've taken 2 years ago a very big decision to invest heavily into electric cars, which basically is no longer a vision. We're already in full executional mode on that one. And by 2020, you will see a full family of full electric cars coming from the Volkswagen brand. We see our mission to really democratize actually electric mobility for the years to come, to be the brand that allows people with normal household incomes to drive electric, own electric, and enjoy electric car made by Volkswagen. So you will see sedans, you will see SUVs and other types in a very short time frame coming from us. And we do believe it's a big opportunity here in the US as well to reposition Volkswagen as a brand for the innovation, a brand for the future, and a brand with a clear mission.
Volkswagen has a plant in Chattanooga. What's the utilization rate right now of that plant, and could we see in this foreseeable future that plant being used for electric vehicles?
Basically, we are producing Passat and the new Atlas here, and obviously with the increasing demand of Atlas, plant utilization is going up. So we're very happy with the progress we've made in productivity due to utilization in last year, and we expect more to come in the year 2018. Chattanooga is a clear candidate to become home of the electric car here in the United States. Not yet fully decided, but obviously we have a strong team. We have a strong sort of base of supply around that base. Not the only option, but clearly one of the strongest options we have.
Given your growth strategy and the new products you're giving out, when do you expect to return to profitability in the United States, in North America?
Very tough to predict. Obviously, we have an ambitious plan, obviously in the years to come, to become a profitable brand here. That takes growth, which we need to actually sort of take from the market in the years to come. We need to conquest. So it's not only about keeping the loyal base that we have, but actually expanding the footprint of the Volkswagen brand to become a real meaningful volume player in this market. We are a smaller brand. We want to become a real player in this marketplace. That will take time, and with that time then becomes profitability.
Given the advent of autonomous vehicles, will a child born this year in 2018 need to learn to drive in 2034 when they turn 16?
I'm pretty convinced that it doesn't need to learn any longer. I think it will want to learn, because obviously we still believe that even in 20-25 years you will see basically cars which have fully autonomous capability, but you have cars which have manual capabilities at the same time. Probably you have a dual use. They can drive autonomously and they can be driven by yourself. The joy of driving, I think, is an element that we shouldn't underestimate. People like basically to take their own route, to just go take their way. I think it's great to let go of the steering wheel in heavy traffic and get rid of that situation. Autonomous drive will make car driving very safe, very comfortable, but the joy of driving yourself is something that the child born this year will enjoy in 15 years as well, or in 20 years.